I was just telling him like, or he was just telling him, he was like, okay, he did the stand, and I get that. Like, this is a free country. You can protest, not protest. You can feel the way you feel about him standing, him sitting. He was like, I just feel like, okay, what are you gonna do after?
Yeah.
Like, because anybody can sit, anybody can stand, anybody can take, their part in whatever side you're on. But what are you gonna do after that?
Right.
And
Yeah.
of course, he donated the meal, and I'm like, okay, cool. Are you gonna? And now I'm like, okay. I didn't like the fact that you sat because I got a lot of military people in my family. I know a lot of military people that stand for the flag.
They die for the flag too.
Yeah, and you're gonna sit. So I was kind of upset with that. But then he was like, he donated $1 million to some organization. And I was like, okay, cool. But let me see where you go from that. Because it's easy for a fucking you make $16 million within a fucking season.
I thought it was 19.
No, well, I mean, it depends on the player.
Oh, okay.
And he might get cut. So
Yeah.
there's a possibility he won't have that. But I'm saying $1 million is nothing to a football player. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Well, $1 million is nothing to somebody that makes that much.
Yeah.
$1 million is a lot to
Yeah.
me. But you could throw away $1 million and then forget about the reason that you even fucking stood up or sat down. But like, I want to see where he goes from here. To take that stand and make so many people that look up to you, kids, adults, like that look up to you, and you're gonna do that. Like, I just want to see where he goes from here.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Modesty and Fragile People. It's your boy, Big Daddy Dominic Alvarez. Of course, joining Mike, what had happened was Morera.
Hey,
this podcast is a little different. We're at someone's house. I can't say who it is, but it's a famous person. We're not gonna say it's Ja Rule. Okay, we're not gonna say it is or isn't, but we could be at the
But
house.
Ashanti's here. I'm just saying.
Don't you mean Ashanti? Don't you mean Ashanti?
She's sitting on my lap right now. No.
That's me, Mike. That's me. We're sharing a mic. No, we were talking about the whole Kaepernick thing, and if for anybody that's living under a rock, what's his first name? Colin Kaepernick. So the guy decided not to stand up in the national anthem. It sparked a whole lot of controversy. He donated $1 million to an organization. I don't know what it is, but my point of the whole thing was he did it the right way. Now, I'm not for, speaking against the flag or, I love this country. I love my citizenship. I love that I'm an American, I'm unapologetically an American. I'm not an asshole American. I'm not the stereotypical American that other countries see us as. But what the fuck? Okay, sorry.
As we said, we're not
Jesus
at
Christ,
our normal spot.
So Ja Rule is getting crazy. Okay, he heard 50 Cent's name and he got pretty pissed. He said that's a foul. Anywho, but I think he did it the right way though. He did a very simple act of sitting down.
Yeah.
He didn't stop a freeway to where people stopped going to work, or someone could have had a heart attack and stopped an ambulance on the freeway.
He did it the right way by not causing so much drama within.
It's called peaceful protest, and that's what
But
this country.
At the same time, I feel that he did it in a wrong way because you got so many kids and adults looking up to you as a football player.
But that's not his responsibility. His responsibility is to throw a ball and get a touchdown. That's his responsibility.
But as a football player going into the NFL, you know that you have so many people looking up to you. Yeah, it may not be his fault. It may not be his responsibility for this person or that person, but it's like somebody is looking up to you.
Yeah.
Like that, like for me, like if somebody was looking up to me, like I'd want to steer them in the positive direction. Like I want to be like, you know what? Like stand up for you what you believe in, but do it in the right way. Like
he did do it in the right way.
Why didn't he donate to this organization first? And say, we need to stop this and hold some type of.
Why did he have to donate at all? You know why he had to donate? I'm sure some fucking PR guy was up in his ass ass. They're like, dude,
and that
you need to make this
PR
right.
guy should have told him, hey, dude, I don't think you should sit at
He's
against
a
our
grown
flag.
man. He's a grown man.
He is a grown
He makes
man.
$19 million. No one's gonna tell him no.
But that PR dude obviously told him, was in his ear, but like, well, dude, you think you should donate.
Yeah, I
something.
mean, again, I'm not for or against what he did. You know, I love my country. I love whatever. And what things right now are really bad, okay? Our election choices are bad.
Yeah.
Police getting shot is not good. People getting shot is not good. But, you know, what he stands for in peaceful protest made the biggest impact that whole fucking movement.
But that's what I'm saying. Like protests against the police. Because that's what he put it. That's
what happens when he
put it.
calls 911?
No.
You think they're gonna go in fucking guns blazing?
So when the country's under attack, who's he gonna fucking? I ain't gonna call the military because the military ain't gonna protect me.
Yeah.
No,
that's
dude,
true.
You fucking
That's
didn't
true.
stand for the flag of the United States. There's people that are good fucking people that are fighting. Yeah, it may not be what they want to fucking fight for, but they're fighting for this flag that they think is. They live and die for this fucking flag, and you're gonna sit down. It's not towards America. It's towards the people that laid down their lives.
Right.
So you're gonna disrespect all those people that laid down their lives. It may not have been on American soil. It may not have been like for what we're fighting for here, but they represent the flag.
Yeah.
Like I have family members.
Yeah, we both do.
You know.
And mutual friends.
And mutual friends that put their life on the line for this flag, came home fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna fucking sit down because you're saying the cops are killing black folk. It's not it's I put all that blame on like people that do like the killings.
Yeah.
You know.
What's going on? How you doing? We're recording
right now. Yeah.
Fuck that.
Man, we fucking.
You have to pay that freaking, what is it, the broadcast system every time no F-bombs?
No, this is
no.
our
This
show.
is-
We
this
do
is
and say what we
podcast.
want.
This not radio.
Fuck
those putos.
Bootus. That's right. Fuck that Bootus.
The cabrons. But you know what I'm saying?
No, I
Like-
know what you're saying.
Like I just feel he should have protested against what's going on. He's mad about the cops killing. Like the what's her name? I forget her first name. The Bland. I forget her name. Her first name.
Yes, we are.
Yes, that's my wife. No, we are outside the closet.
That's fucking victim number one. I mean, he's gonna have his.
We gonna
fucking
tear
hurt.
his
Yeah.
ass a new one.
So
Anyways,
at Ja Rule's
but-
house, they're having a fantasy draft going on, and we already got approached by some of the participants, and I got my first victim in my sights, ladies and
You're the
gentlemen.
reason why Trump want to build that wall.
And I don't disagree right about now.
Right now, I'm leaning towards Trump.
I'll fucking supply the lumber to that bitch.
I fucking put the I don't know what it's called. I'll lay the foundation. Of
Hell
that bitch.
yeah, hell yeah.
Nah, but
Fucking shit.
But what I'm saying is he should have protested against cops because on his statement, cops are killing colored folk, oppressed people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the last couple months, it has been cops killing, the minorities, and it's not on the military.
Yeah.
It's not on the government. It's on those individual police officers that fucking took the victims' lives.
Yeah.
Like.
But
come
what's
on,
happening to
dude.
cops now too? Guess
What do you
what?
mean?
3 of them got smoked too.
Exactly.
And it's
So
like-
it's like okay, are you gonna sit down and say, oh, for the cops that lost their lives, like
Right, yeah.
like the Guzman, recently.
Yeah, the San Diegan cop, right?
Yeah, dude. Like my cousin Corey is a detective, and if she lost my life, I will go fucking ham on anybody.
Yeah.
Like it's just he took. His heart was in the right direction or
Yeah.
right place, but I think he took the wrong approach because now everybody looks like at him like an asshole.
Well, I mean,
Which
hey,
I know he's probably
you know what?
not.
Everybody didn't like when Rosa Parks sat down.
Exactly.
And she irritated the fuck out of a lot of people. She went to jail for a lot
But
of people. But that dude
was
didn't go to
like-
jail. Well,
but
hold on, though. Hold on. It was a simple, peaceful protest.
But
I
that
don't
was
feel like
like-
walking to the back of the bus.
It
What's the difference? What is the difference?
Because back then it was like that.
It was worse.
Yeah, it was super worse.
And they didn't have the liberal rights the civil rights that we have now. Is that the difference?
Yeah. Dude.
So
she finally, like, she was one of the people that changed it. Like, what is Colin Kaepernick going to change? Is he going to go to these? Is he going to change these?
Look what he did though. Look what he did though. He took it, did a peaceful protest the correct way. All he did was sit down. He explained himself. Didn't hurt anyone. He didn't take away any kind of sponsorship. He didn't hurt no one. He harmed 0 people. He didn't, like I said, the example I used earlier. That stupid lady
disrespected people that serve this country.
Yes, he did. I'm not debating that. I don't. Look, he's an asshole for doing that.
Yeah, that's where I'm saying he's a fucking asshole for doing that.
It could have been worse. He is an icon in this country. He's an icon at San Francisco, and look what he did. Though he made more of an impact with that movement, with one type of gesture or 2 or 3, whatever, than anybody else that literally stopped a freeway. Or that's, what else has gone for that Black Lives Matter movement? Violent things have happened towards that movement.
Cons, yeah, he didn't stop a freeway.
This is best case scenario for that movement. Were there military or what? He could have went about it even better without. He could have chose his words better, I should say. But this was best case scenario for that movement and for what America stands for, which is freedom of speech. And again, I'm going to say what I believe, and I'm going to stand behind what I say.
And again, like I was watching Pastor Miles on this news interview or whatever, and he was like, "Look, like he was like, it's been how long since the last like cop shooting, or a cop killing, like, that, and now he decides like it's like." I don't know.
Dude, this is friendly banter.
I'm like,
you're upset. I can see it. You're
well, because I just don't think like in the eyes of the people, like you're a big icon, whether you like it or not, whether it's your responsibility or not. You're a big person, like an icon in the eyes of the people.
Yeah,
and like you perturbed a lot of people by doing that.
See, and I don't agree with that. Like, because you do your profession so well and it happens to get outside eyeballs, I don't feel you have a responsibility to those people. I feel you have a responsibility to your wife, or your children, and that's it. You know what I mean? And let's just say this podcast gets huge. Okay, I'm still not censoring myself. I'm still not gonna say the things that that other people believe in, and I don't. I'm not gonna go there. No way, because that I can't look in the mirror and be like, that was the right thing to do. That was the right thing to do. If it's the wrong thing to do, and I'm looking in the mirror, then you know what? Something's wrong in my life, and you need to fix that. I don't feel I have an outside obligation to anybody else, regardless of what I believe in. I'm surrounded by people that believe in religion. That's cool. I'm not shitting on them, and I'm not protesting them every Friday because it's something, or every Sunday because church happens.
I just believe he could have.
How could he did it better though? Which way could he have done it better? There's a difference
between cops and the military.
Yeah, he could have chose words better, but other than that,
not words. It's why stand. Do you not respect and believe in those people that lay down their lives for America?
Me or him?
Whether it be
I do.
No, I'm saying like that's what I'm saying. I'm asking him.
Yeah.
Do you not believe in those people that lay down
Colin?
That lay down their lives for their country, whether it be for a war that they wanted to fight, or for a war that they had to fight because they joined the military.
They're under order.
It is what it is.
And back to, how many podcasts we've done this? They're going home. We are the biggest, or not biggest, but the best trained military we have as a country. They're going home. They train for those kind of scenarios. You know what I mean? Dude, I'm not going to say his name. I'm just going to say I knew a dude. He went to war. And me being young and naive,
went to war.
Yeah, well,
and
this one story in particular.
Yeah.
And me being the young naive guy at the time, I'd be like, "So did you kill anybody?"
Yeah.
That was I mean, now it makes me cringe, but at the time I was like, and I don't think he did, but because every
But
person
just
that
to-
I talk to is a corpsman.
But just
But-
just to fucking like witness anything that
Anything
has-
even remotely close to
Yeah,
that,
to war.
Yeah,
It
dude.
sucks.
So he
And
said,
it's
"I'm
like-
coming home." He's like, Dominic, I made sure I came home. And
Yeah.
and so he didn't answer my question per se, but yes, he did. Now that I'm fucking almost 33,
Mm-hmm.
he answered the question very well. He said, Dominic, it's either he goes home or I go home, and I'm sitting here talking to you.
and you have
I
to
went,
make that
"Ooh."
fucking. You have to make that decision, and to sit down because of what individual people did.
Yeah.
Whether it be this cop, that cop, whatever cop, it's not like the government's like, okay, we're gonna kill this dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey man, there's
no,
fucking
but-
theories.
but
Shit.
yeah, but I'm saying like these people that have these videos that been on the dude that got I forget their names.
Yeah.
Trayvon Martin. I'm like, dude, he was a public like one of those like neighborhood watch guys that fucking
Yeah.
shot this kid.
Yeah.
It wasn't the fucking government. It was that dude.
Yeah.
Same with the other cops. That shot. Again, I don't know their names. I'm just like because
At the gas station, right? That dude at the gas station?
Any fucking like situation. It wasn't like the whole police department was like, "Yo, we're gonna get this dude.
Yeah.
we're gonna fucking
Yeah.
kill this dude. Go ahead and kill him."
Yeah.
No, it was that individual officer's, mindset
Yeah.
that he took that dude's life.
And you know
He took
what?
or the dude that was sitting there and he was helping an autistic dude and he had his hands out and the cop shot him and he asked the cop, "Why did you shoot me?" And the cop was like, "I don't know."
Whoa,
It's-
what?
Yeah, it was all over Facebook, and
Oh,
and
shit,
he was
I know.
like suing the department, but it's all those individual dudes like decision to fucking shoot that civilian. It's not fucking.
No,
the
I'm
military,
with you on that. Like,
America.
you know what people forget? Even though they're police officers, and even though they're football players, they're firemen, and they all have their thing. They're humans. You don't think that someone that we absolutely love and respect goes behind closed doors and be like, "Baby, can you put your finger up my ass?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you don't think they have these weird things that
Dominic
we
does
all
that.
have? Put my finger up my own ass. What are you
I
talking?
put my finger in it. No, oh wait, what?
Come out, Mike. Come out, Mike. But no, they forget we're human. You have a
Yeah.
dick
Yeah.
and a vagina for some reason. That's really weird. But you know what I mean? Like, we all have these things that make us human. And when people have this power of authority, they have this attention, and they have all these
Some abuse it.
positions.
Some abuse it, and it's
Some?
not.
all.
No,
There
I
are
mean,
some
there's-
good cops.
there- yeah,
Oh no, hold on.
that's why
there
I
are
say
a lot
some.
of good cops out there.
and there's a lot of bad cops, but
And a
you
lot of
can't-
bad
That's
cops.
why I say some.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say oh, but there's more good cops than bad.
I see.
It
No,
don't
I agree
matter.
with that. Or I think there's what. I think there's more good cops than bad. It's just we don't fucking videotape the ones that just give us a ticket and go about their day.
I've been pulled over and
We
believe me,
have been pulled over
no,
for no
but,
reason.
But see, me and you at that time we were pretty much
We looked the part.
profiled,
Yeah,
racial
yeah,
profile.
yeah.
But there's times that like me, a couple of boys that straight looked like hoodlums.
yeah,
We gotten pulled over and had a cop like, "Hey, do you guys have anything illegal?" "Yeah, man. Sorry, we had a doobie in the
yeah. There's a
ashtray.
roach right
I
there.
have a sack on me."
Yeah,
Dude, cops were like, "Oh, is that what you're worried about?" Put the sack back in my pocket and was like, as we ain't,
yeah. That's
going through
dude.
all-
That's they don't want to do hours of
Paperwork.
paperwork for that.
And you have those top flight motherfuckers that were like, "I'm the officer of the law," and,
Yeah.
and they go ham, and you can't fucking blame. I'm not saying you can't blame this country. There's a lot of shit that this country is doing that does oppress us.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that in particular statement from Colin Kaepernick
Yeah.
is like, dude, the military is not fucking the ones.
They're under orders, man.
You know,
They're
yeah,
under
exactly.
orders. But like I said, dude,
And they haven't killed any civilians like oppressed colored folk. The military, our military, I mean, overseas,
No, well-
overseas, like that. That's a different story.
Yeah.
That's a different
No,
story.
you're right.
But I'm
No, you're
saying
right.
here on home soil, I have never
Well, that's
seen
the National
military
Guard. We have the
unless it's
National
fucking
Guard for
martial
that.
law.
Hey,
I haven't
they
seen-
did it back then. They sprayed the hippies. The National Guard sprayed hippies.
Because they were on acid and probably didn't move their ass. Like,
Woodstock was a little stank.
but
Come on,
you know
man.
what
Can
I'm
you
saying?
make, dude? So I was talking to a coworker about Woodstock. What was that? They're like the '60s, right? Like the '60s or some
Well,
shit.
I'm saying, don't fucking sit and not respect the flag because it's a fucking trend. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's like on this.
I get
this-
that, and I
Oh,
yeah,
Black Lives
I know
Matter.
I get
It's like,
that. I
don't
agree
fucking-
with you,
Don't
but
fucking follow it because it's a trend. Don't like if you like because I have a acquaintance where her sister was in that when they shut off the 15 freeway. One,
Yeah.
she ain't even black,
Yeah.
and two, like she was like all about like Black Lives Matter,
Yeah.
and it's like, don't fucking do it because it's trendy. Like, do it because you
That's
really
why- you know
feel
what?
something.
you know what? And that's why I think like when white people do that, or not even just white, any other color other than black, when they do it, I'm like, wow, you are trying really hard.
Well,
you
I
are
can
trying to earn
understand-
God points now,
well,
dude.
Well, I can understand like if say a white woman or any other color woman had a best friend that was black, or like I can understand those rare cases.
Yeah, but
but the trendy
Come
ones,
on, man.
like people are like,
No,
oh,
you're right.
Black Lives
You're right.
Matter.
It's fucking
like, dude,
trendy.
What are you doing to change that? What are you doing to even like do anything for that?
dude, like I was
I
watching.
mean, we
it-
started this podcast off pretty serious and pretty
No,
like
dude,
you
we
know.
have to balance it out. We
Yeah.
fucking talk about dicks enough, because Mike's always trying to grip mine. So.
he wishes.
In my fantasy.
For some odd reason, he likes man hands on his balls.
Well, man? Well, like, have you ever gone to a spa, like a spa? You know what I mean? No, you've never been to a spa, like a spa. I'll openly admit.
My
I
girl
fucking
massages me, I'm
love- No. That's that gets your dick hard. Son. That leads to other things. I'm talking about a professional spa day. My wife took me when we didn't have any kids or anything for my birthday because she knows. She was like, "Oh my god, I have like the unmanliest man ever." So she took me to a spa, and I was like, "All right, Or first I was objecting because I thought we were gonna get a mani pedi, but deep down inside I wanted a mani pedi. But so she takes me to the spa. We get they give us beer for free, wine for free, give us a full body massage for about an hour, let us relax in the detox room. I go into the sauna, and I just sweat it all out, drink some water, sweat it out more.
Is gay.
Oh man! So a real professional massage is great. How do we get on this? Oh, but anyways,
Because you're
Oh
gay?
no! I know how.
He likes the man to,
So
to
when
massage his glutes.
I'll ask for a woman to do it, and usually I don't really like deep tissue, but like they'll jump on my back, like literally like put 100% muscle into my back, and I'm like, yeah, I don't really feel anything, but like if you could just kind of gently rub me, and they're like, dude, I was doing the Macho Man Randy Savage elbow on your fucking back. You don't like a deep tissue massage? I was like, nah, I don't really enjoy it. She goes, I was stomping on you. Did you not feel that? I was like, I guess not. But like there's a thing about having man hands. That's a gift. I don't have. We were talking about my hands earlier. I don't have big hands, but yeah, something about man hands. I don't know.
It just looks small around my dick.
But
anyways.
anyways, enough of the serious stuff.
Yeah,
Mike.
fucking
Jesus.
fag.
All right, you hate the Necros. Get over it.
Fuck up. But,
I thought Colin
no,
Kaepernick was fucking
you know what-
Egyptian or some shit, man. He did not look black.
Dude, I thought he was like Middle Eastern or some shit.
That's
He looked-
Egyptian. That's a
what-
Middle
what-
Eastern person.
What's that? What's that? They have a meme with that fucking dude from the Muppet Show. Fuck, Gonzo. With
The
a
blue
fro.
one.
I was dying.
Dude,
Or the
what
dude
was it?
from Home Alone? The dude from Home Alone, the one that the two robbers, the tall one.
Well, there was Joe Pesci, and then there was the other
the-
dude.
Yeah,
the
and
other
then
guy.
he like gets shocked.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
his
yeah.
hair's like,
Yeah.
I was like, damn, they talking so much shit. Whatever.
Look, man.
That
Look,
shit is funny.
it takes a brave. I mean,
Hey,
again, I'm not pro or against it. Yeah,
for fucking having balls to know it, being in the
absolutely.
in the public's eye. I'll get it.
What? No.
But
it's cool.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just, yeah, it is funny. Anyways.
Yeah.
no,
No,
but,
hey, but like I said, I mean,
changing the subject.
yeah, I do the subject.
I wanted to go back on because you texted me during the week about the guy that went into a coma.
Oh yeah,
that
yeah.
Man,
Dude, so I text Mike earlier today or a couple days ago. There's this dude. He conked his head in a shallow pool going for a football. Like someone threw a football, and you know it's typical. Like you want him to jump in the pool, and he's gonna. It's summertime. He voluntarily knows he's gonna go in the pool, so you throw a football. Go long, Mike. Fucking throws the ball to the pool. Catches the ball, bam, conks his dome right on the bottom. It was only a 4-foot dive at the time. Yeah, it was very shallow. And he conks his dome. I don't know if it was induced coma or it was just a straight up coma afterwards.
knocked himself out?
Fucking knocked himself out for about 5 days. Fucking
5 days?
5 days.
Damn.
Coma. Wakes up a piano savant.
what the
Dude, he's
fuck?
never played a piano in his life. He's never touched a piano in his life.
And
Fucking
he was
wakes up.
Mozart.
Dude, you know what I mean? Like,
That's
it's so
fucking
crazy. So here,
crazy.
I didn't tell you a lot of the whole detail, but like he like it's in his sleep. Like his fingers move in his sleep, like he has a fucking piano. But the bad side about it, or the flip coin is, he has migraines that will last to a week. It like light sound. If you guys have never had a migraine,
Smoke that
I used
weed,
to.
son.
That's what I was saying too.
Hit
That
peasy.
dude, when I was watching this
Well,
video,
not
I'm
the
like, he
peasy,
needs
but
a
the
little
pipe.
bit of the CBD oil. Son. No, but he would So yeah, he conks his head, goes into coma, becomes this crazy pianist, and he plays, and all his friends are like, yeah, like this is true. He just keeps that's what he does now, and so he sees these geometric figures in front of his eyes, like his face, like they're here 3-dimensionally.
Yeah.
So he'll see geometric patterns in front of his face, and the geometric patterns are telling him where his fingers should be at what time.
What the fuck?
So he doesn't know like a D sharp, F, C sharp, A,
He just
G,
knows where to
none
put
of
his
that.
fingers.
The squares, the geometric patterns are telling him where the fuck to put his fucking fingers.
That is
And it blew me
crazy.
away. I was like, what?
Like the last podcast, man. The brain is fucking
It is the most complex piece of machinery that we have in our body.
piece
you
of
know?
machinery because we
Dude,
don't know
you
if
have
it's
to
an
think of
organ
our
or
body
not.
as a machine. If you start thinking of your body, I don't. I mean, I do, but I put the wrong fuel in. If you start thinking of your body as a machine, like your car, if you put gasoline in a diesel engine, guess what? That diesel engine is fucked. You know what I'm saying? You have to get it towed somewhere because that's a different type of fuel. But if you add the right fuel to your brain, books, celery sticks, you know what I mean, salads, and running a mile, you know, getting some meditation in, any kind of Zen type of thing, you know, your brain activates crazy amount of things.
brain
So
is
this dude is
crazy.
crazy. But then Mike had to go all modesty is for ugly people on me. And I was like, wow, Mike, isn't that cool? He's like, yeah, that's great. You ever see that lady that went to sleep and
Dude,
woke up with a
dude.
different accent? I was like, what?
No, check it out. Like she's straight Texan from Texas.
From Texas.
Straight honky
Texas.
tonk
From
Texas.
Texas.
You know what I'm saying? And she went in for jaw surgery.
Yeah.
Went in for jaw surgery. Comes out with a fucking British accent. Like, well, you can do that.
Yeah, I'm about to say, do it. I want Mike. No, go ahead. No, you got this. You got this. Go ahead.
Crikey.
No,
but
so she's from Texas. She talks with a Texas
and
accent.
She comes out with like a full-on British accent, like she's from London.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? Like, you know, like you just imagine, and then like people think she's like playing around and just bullshit.
Dude, I thought
but
I was
she
like,
is
that's
like,
bullshit.
like when you watch this YouTube video, go on YouTube and put
Woman wakes up
foreign
with a-
accent syndrome.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and look it up. And
FAS.
she's like the first one. There's a couple other cases.
Yeah.
But she's the first one, and she you can tell that she's not fucking around because she's talking.
Well, you could tell
without-
she struggles with it because the way she says it. I mean, those are two heavy, like, different accents. A Texas accent versus a British accent. Those are two different worlds, literally.
Yeah.
But when they kind of combined, and all of a sudden she wakes up with a 90% British accent, you could hear a little bit of Texas in her, kind of fighting it.
Yeah.
But when it's like whatever happened to her dome, like, is freaky
Her
as
brain,
shit.
and it has to be with the brain, it's just crazy. Like to go to sleep and wake up with a fucking accent, like a British accent. You're from Texas.
But
you're
what a
like,
cool accent to wake up with. You know what I'm saying? It's not some annoying ass, how y'all doing?
but then what had me fucking dying, and I feel bad for like. Even,
I totally
like,
feel bad
laughing.
for this chick, too.
But a lady from London or from Europe,
From the UK
had a
or wherever
dope
she's
ass
from.
British
Yeah, yeah.
accent. What did she do?
She went to sleep after a migraine. She had a crazy migraine.
Was
and-
it? No, didn't she have surgery?
No.
She
She
didn't have
just she
any
had a
type of-
crazy migraine. Took a couple of painkillers and
she
went to bed.
came out from a British dope accent. Like
Yeah.
we all Americans are
We
amazed at the
love
British accent.
The
They're just like,
GPR
wow.
accent. Yeah.
wow.
So, dude,
You know,
dude, go ahead. Go ahead.
she goes to sleep with a British accent and wakes up with how do I
But
can't
see,
even do it.
dude, that's out Australia still. So okay, so she's from London or wherever. She has a crazy migraine. Stop,
English.
Stop.
English.
Now you're getting racist.
She came
So
out
she
with
wakes
a
up
Chinese,
with a Chinese accent.
Like,
It's like if you order
dopest-
how many Szechuan, she has a Szechuan kind of Mandarin accent.
What,
So she
what kind of noodle you
Yeah.
like? Whatever you do, I like.
So she comes with a crazy Chinese
straight
accent, and she's like, "It's ruining my life." And I was like,
And she
I
was,
felt
like,
so bad for this woman.
She was depressed for a long time.
Yeah, she's-
Eventually, she learned how to just
That's
go
how
with
she
it.
is. She's
And a lot of people were like, she's never been to China.
Yeah.
She's never
She has
like
nothing to do with it.
yeah.
She's Chinese
and,
food.
and
That's
people were
about
like,
it.
what the hell?
So, dude, I was started thinking of Mike.
He was
I'm
like,
I'm
"Man."
surrounded by Polynesians, Micronesians all the time. So, like, when I started, I was like, can you imagine? We're Californians. You know what I mean? We have a different accent compared to everybody.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? You have a migraine. You take a couple ibuprofen. You fucking wake up and you have a Chimera accent. That's the word. I don't know. I'll take a Chinese accent. Oh my god! Hey,
I would-
Richard, you doing it? You got to. You're telling your kids to get ready for school because they're not getting out of bed. You need to get out of bed. Whoa!
And they just laugh at you.
You try to drink a glass of water, clear your throat. Try to clear your throat and shit. Hey, you if you don't take the goddamn blankets out the bed. If you do,
I will be mad.
I would be fucking
furious.
furious. I'd be so fucking mad that I woke up with a Chimera accent. Yeah, that was fucking rude, man. Yeah, I'm speaking in this black dick for no reason. Thanks a lot. You got some rude people.
So continue
So
talking to a
anyway,
black dick.
now I'm mad. The tension's on me now, and I don't like that. But oh man, no. So because I was thinking of shit to say, like if I just woke up with a Chimera accent.
I would be pissed off.
Can you imagine tomorrow road rage?
Any accent other than British, I would never talk. I'd learn.
I don't know,
fucking
man.
sign
I think
sign
Indian would
language.
go a long way. Because, dude, I was at Julian just yesterday, and there was a lot of Indian people, like
Thank
red
you,
dot,
come
red dot,
again.
yeah, red dot Indian, not feather Indian. So they're like, "Don't go down there. You just got to go to get the apple." And I had to turn and like start picking weeds or something. Like I had to turn because if I started
immediately open up, a
Dude,
liquor
so
store.
if I started fucking dying laughing, like they know I'm laughing at their accent, you know what I mean? So you just kind of have to like, just like, turn away. So yeah, no, I'd be fucking mad if I woke up with a Chimera. I mean, is there any worse accent? I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, but like
then Chinese.
or Chamorro. I can't name one.
Yeah.
Everybody else is pretty fucking cool.
If I had an Australian accent,
I think you do.
I'd fucking be fine. Fine, British and Australian straight.
There's a lot of, or maybe Canadian, because like you sound American and all of a sudden you go you just start dropping bombs like for no reason. That's true. They really say that. They really say that.
Fucking pissed off.
Yeah, I'd be pretty fucking furious.
I'd be proven.
I would be pretty proficient in sign language. That's for fucking sure. If I woke up with a
Hell
Chimera
yeah.
accent.
But that's crazy how the brain works like that. It
Yeah,
just
you
switches
take
shit
a
up on
little
you.
bump on the head, dude, and
Yeah.
you know people take it for granted though. Like people take it for granted. Like I was doing MMA for a little bit. I was doing boxing, kickboxing, and all that shit, and like it came to my attention just a couple years ago. I mean, I stopped because I suck,
Yeah.
but like all the blows, like you hear a lot of fighters say the trauma doesn't come with the fight. The fight is only 15 minutes. If that, if it goes the
It's the
distance,
long
25
term.
minutes. It's practice. It's practice. It's that tough guy mentality that they have that they'll go into the gym. Hey, guys, how's it going? 8, 9 in the morning. Hey, how's it going? What's today? Oh, spar day. Cool. So guess what they do for 4 fucking hours? Spar. And you know what? They don't just light tap like me and you would do, like 30%, just kind of touch each other in the
it's
nose.
same
They
with
fucking
football
go ham.
players.
Well,
Like-
dude,
like-
they have
like-
soft practice.
Dude, it's the same shit. Honestly, I feel they have more of an impact on the head than UFC fighters do.
Well, a concussion can happen from the middle of your chest all the way up.
But that's what I'm saying is they're constantly hitting pads.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of parents like they put their kids into contact football, like Mighty Might.
Yeah.
And they'll take them out for a couple years, and then they'll put them back in like high school.
See, I have a boy. I mean, even if my girls wanted to do it, that is a no from daddy.
Football?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what?
Yep.
Oh, you're fucking gay.
Dude, no,
You're fucking gay.
statistics don't
Dude,
lie, dude. That I mean, you
but
just
I'm
said you
saying-
just said right now. Like,
Yeah, but I'm saying like I'm not saying like people have a talent, but dude, like it's like it's like what 9 times out of 10 or no, that's that's way better than
yeah, that's pretty
but
good.
I'm just saying like I don't know. If your kid has an act for football or whatever, I'm not saying don't put him in.
Yeah.
But don't fucking like let him want to do it. Like don't just like say no, you can't do it because the impact on your
Yeah.
that's fucking like I get mad because I have 2 nephews that are fucking big as fuck. But the mom was like, "Oh, no, we're not going to put you in football because you can get hurt. You can get hurt walking out your fucking front door."
Yeah. No, the
I'm
hurt
saying-
thing doesn't bother me. It's
I'm
the
saying
long
just
term.
like-
But you heard about that fucking dude that was what did he do? Like his girlfriend and him were having a kind of a dispute, and he tried jumping into a truck, like the back of a truck, and it kind of like, or he was in the back of a truck, someone took off, and he fell out, and he died. He played for the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't know who this
What the
dude was.
fuck?
Yeah, I don't know who this dude is. I mean, my
I-
dad could probably tell you, but yeah, like he fell, conked his dome, and that was it.
But
But hold
that's
on.
like-
But he
that's
was young.
rare.
Well, hold on. Just let me explain the story though. So he's been playing football forever. For as long as people remember,
Yeah.
he's been playing contact football, pad football,
Career football
career
player.
football, and he was super young. I'm talking in his 20s, young. And they cut open and did an autopsy on him. Looked at his dome. He had the fucking brain of an 80-year-old. It was mush. Because it was slamming into dudes at 10, 20 miles or 10 to 11 miles an
But
hour.
I'm saying like
Boom.
let your kid say, "Dad, I don't want to play football." If he says, "Dad, I like football. I want to play football,"
And then-
like don't
then I'll be like-
neglect him from it.
No.
Don't
see,
say
no.
or- or
it's
not-
not like that. It's like, are you sure you want to do this? Because
Yeah,
that
give him
or-
that. Give him a choice.
I'll
say-
I'll put him in football.
Yeah.
But if it was up to me, I'd be like, dude, there's way cooler, way better things you could do without taking all that fucking impact. Like ballet,
and-
it's totally like football. Should have seen Mike's face. I just
was
wanted
like,
to see
wait.
what Mike.
I was like,
You started nodding your head. You were like, yeah.
Wait,
What? Look how you turned out, Dom. You did hula. But no. It does scare me though.
I'm
Have you
more-
seen the
I'm-
movie Concussion?
Not yet.
I haven't seen it either, but what I've
looked
heard
at
of
the
it.
trailer and I was like, holy
No,
shit.
no. What I've just heard of it, like I've heard, like he was trying to stop the NFL from doing a lot of stuff. Like you need to protect your players. So like this whole
Well,
protect
that's
your
why
players stuff.
every year they come out with a different helmet that is more efficient.
And I hear like I think it's
head to
either
head,
this year,
and even like
but that's gonna happen though. You know what I mean?
on accident. But there was a lot of players that were like
They go for the
intentionally-
kill. Yeah, they go for the kill.
intentionally putting head to head or putting their helmet down.
Putting head. That's called
you know.
docking, son. It's called docking when head to head goes like that, and you go like that. That's docking.
Where's it make buff?
It's called what was it? Chicken dick. Have you gone to that episode?
what you
yet?
have?
No, I
Chicken
don't. Yes, I have texture in my dick. Oh my god.
This is the quietest fantasy football league I've ever.
I know. It's kind of pathetic.
I did my draft online and it was way louder than this.
Oh yeah. I know. Well, not as elaborate, but it was
but
definitely
still,
a little
it was
more.
louder. It was more.
This is very
rowdier online.
anticlimactic. If you.
We had way more conversation online than on a computer.
Yeah. We thought we were going to be distracted. We're actually pretty focused on the podcast.
But
a couple interruptions here and there, but we took care of them.
Like as football, like I love football. I wish my mom would have put me in.
Really?
Like as a younger, because then I could have grew to be a football player.
But what if you grew to hate it though?
Well, that's something I would decide after trying.
Yeah, that's true.
But because we were, like kind of like, I'm not gonna say broke. Yeah, we were broke. But and it costs a lot of money, and that's a lot of reason why I didn't play a lot of organized sports as a kid because it was just expensive and we were going through hard times. But if I have a son, when I have a son, like I just feel like if he wants to play, I'm gonna let him try it. And if he's like, Dad, I do not want to play. I fucking hate football. Then I'll be like, all right, ballet's what you want to do. That's what you want to do.
Go to Uncle Dom now. Now we're talking Uncle Dom's territory.
He can show you.
Damn right. I'll fucking pirouette and all that shit for you. Plies and releves. Hell yeah.
The embracing parent,
Yeah.
I'm more of the embracing parent. Like if they want to do something, I'll embrace it.
No,
soon as like baseball. My daughter, she was like all about baseball, and she was fucking good at it.
She was really good at it. I saw her.
Clinic
She was really
into minors, and then just out of nowhere, she was just like, "Daddy, I don't want to play no more." Of course, I told her after she finishes out the season that she started. After that, then she doesn't have to play no more. She can play whatever she wants to.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna embrace what they want to do.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna embrace if they don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So
no, I'm all for that. Football scares me, but like if they want to do, because my girls are into gymnastics a lot, and I feel really bad that I took them out. But when they were in, I was there, man.
I told Lavena, I was like, "Hey, why don't you join gymnastics?" And then she saw the French dude break his leg, and she was like,
Nah.
"Nope." I was like, "Fuck." I should have never showed her that YouTube.
Hell no. But if she sees the girls do it, then she'll do it. I mean, it's super fun at their level. It's just 100% fun. It's just jumping over shit. Like Anuhea, I mean, I'm not bragging, but I'm just saying what I see and what I was told. So her teachers are telling her she's advanced for this class. She needs to move up. We moved her up. She's advanced for this class. She needs to move up. And we kept like moving her up. And it's like, okay, she should be in the fucking Olympics from what you guys are fucking telling me, man. This is some bullshit. Like, you keep telling me she's advanced for her fucking class, and yet she ain't doing backflip shit. But she was doing, she was like, sometimes she was the youngest one in her class because they kept moving her up. And I'm like, all right. And I put my youngest daughter in there. She was, she was like, okay, she's right where she's at. I'm like, okay, that's right. But, ballet, gymnastics was really cool for what that age group is, and I guarantee if she sees what those girls do, which is it's 100% fun, but it is a lot of work. It is work, but it's fun work. So especially at the advanced levels that my fucking kids are in. That's some bullshit. You guys are fucking salesmen. They don't get no commission off of advancing their kids, do they?
I know.
Fuck you guys.
They're just like, we don't want to deal with newbies.
I don't want to see your shit anymore, Dom.
It's probably you. They're like, we don't want that parent around.
I would just stare pretty awkwardly. All right, man. I think that's it. Pretty much done, though. It's getting cold, and I got a tank top on. And we're out of beer, and I got to pee, too.
He's a bitch.
Mike, we're going to get a hold of us. I fucking hate you.
You get us up at mod4up@gmail.com.
He's so paranoid about people looking at him. I'm like, he keeps looking over there.
It's because it's like it's kind of a boring fantasy for football.
Boring. I'm trying to keep it live, son.
See this dude with an oxygen tank.
I've never
really
seen so
looking
many
for the
fucking
oxygen.
visors.
Joking.
I've never seen so many visors here. You know, like the visors without the.
Who wears visors?
I don't know, man.
Anyways, you can get us.
I just hope we're not like that in just a few years, man.
mod4up@gmail.com. You get us up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Listen to us on SoundCloud, YouTube, and iTunes.
Yeah.
iTunes, yes.
Yeah, please. We
Yeah.
can't encourage you enough.
Like,
Share.
subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe.
Yeah,
those
man.
all help. The likes, the thumbs up,
Yeah.
the shares, the follows. All of that helps us get more content and all that stuff. We have a good time doing what we do. We want to keep doing it.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for showing your balls, son, because I wasn't going to do it until you showed some balls, son. I was like, all right, I'm in.
All
And that's
right.
literally his left and right
In
one that
there,
he showed me.
like swimwear.
Damn straight. Speedo even.
Speedo even. Thong Speedo.
Now we're talking. Anything else, Mike?
Nah.
All right, man. I'll catch you guys later.
Peace out.